So I always like to describe health coaching as a spectrum service. So I make a point to try to incorporate aspects of my health and wellness certification as well as my strength and conditioning certification to address whatever kind of goals or questions my clients might have. So it's important for me to make sure that I can cover a wide range of questions and topics when I'm trying to help them figure out the journey that they're going to have for themselves. So one way that I try to help patients is mainly by just making sure we collect their thoughts, figure out what their goals are, and see what kind of resources they have to get closer to those goals. So it's important for me to make sure that my sessions are focused on kind of dissecting and then reorganizing the information that they give me, just making sure that we can create a path that's going to work for them and for their home and family balance too. Some of the most common areas that I will tend to have sessions in would be patients who are looking to improve their fitness goals or maybe their health goals. And that could be anything from maybe lab results they got from the physicals this year or previous years, for example, or I'm also making sure that we can address questions they have about exercise planning, nutrition planning, and even weight management. But that can, of course, carry on into sleep hygiene and a whole variety of other topics. So for my service, I try to make sure I stay as flexible as possible, and that's usually by having office sessions, but I do make sure to incorporate phone sessions for those who can't make it to the office or it's easier for them to talk to me while they're maybe commuting back and forth to another job. And I always try to make sure I have an open line of communication through email, so if I'm scheduling or answering questions on the go, people always have an easy way to contact me. One way that I try to use the health coaching service to benefit the annual physicals is by making sure that whether it's a reactive approach or a proactive approach, that we are just making a conscious effort to figure out what it is that's going on, what they see in the results, and making sure we can find those adjustments that are going to help improve the next time. So one of the ways that I enjoy working with the other services in the clinic the most is by making sure that I can find connections with my clients when we're talking between our topic and maybe other topics that they could use. So big part for me is making sure I act like a hub of sorts, where if our goals require them to reach out to the other services, then as long as they can come back to me, we can continue to compile that information, put it together, make sure we're getting them closer to where they want to go. I love health coaching because it gives me an opportunity to talk about all the different topics that I do enjoy. Also makes me feel great to go home at the end of the day thinking that I had a positive impact on someone's efforts for their fitness goals and health goals.